Okay, this will be an interesting one. This one's got a lot of blue in it, so I'm hoping it'll be a lot of yellow in the negative image, because yellow to me is happiness. Blue is basically sadness and depression and feeling blue. No, I don't like that. I'm going to turn it into yellow or some other bright colour. So let's see if we can make this look really nice. So we're just going to hammer off these settings. And we go here, and we're just going to turn it. I think red would go well with yellow, just quietly. Just going to set this silly shit up. Oh, I can hear kookaburras, folks. Australian, what they call the bushman's clock. In Australia, they're Australian birds. Hear them? Sound like they're laughing. Maybe they're laughing at Konica Minolta. Konica Minolta are the butt of jokes, folks. Rhymes. And the kookaburras are obviously finding it amusing. Well, I like to imagine that, because Konica Minolta are a laughing stock as far as I'm concerned. And to have the kookaburras laughing while I'm playing with this silly piece of shit, well, that's a little bit of gold. Let's see how we go with this. Let's get it out. It is the Mossman Daily, My Happy Place. But look at all the blue. We've got to make this different. We've got to make this into something happy. So wondering which part. We're going to put the bottom to the top this time, like I did with another Snooty magazine, and we're going to move it around. But yeah, it's like blue to me is just sadness and misery. I'd rather think of happiness, and yellow is the colour that I assigned to happiness, or I've assigned to happiness. Let's see if we've made this come up nice. Let's see if we've got heaps of yellow, maybe bits of orange. Let's see if we've got plenty of red mixed with yellow or beside yellow. Let's see if it's come up a treat. Yeah, that looks quite interesting. There's quite a lot of yellow. And there's our subject peering out there. So I'm wondering if we're going to make another one or if we're going to keep this one. I'm thinking we're going to make another one. So I'm wondering if we're going to make another one. We're going to try and make another one, a better version. So we're just going to play with the buttons while we're at it, so we don't lose our settings. But yeah, it's like, to me, yellow is the happy colour, and I'm trying to think positively about things, and yellow is a colour that I ascribe to happiness and hope and having fun. It's like all yellow, so it's yellow. So that looks good, actually. That, and there the page is just crumpling up. That looks really good. I think now that's going to be our master copy. We'll just put that last one aside, and we're just going to take off this Snooty magazine, and we're just going to consign it to the recycle pile. And we're just going to take this and we're going to tweak it up. It's a little bit like a lime green sort of a yellow, I think. So this is, I'm thinking that's going to be the centre of our, I'm wondering what's going to be the centre of our job. Maybe that part. We'll soon find out. We'll soon make this look good. Alright, we're just going to drop the dock feeder on it, and now we're just going to tweak up the settings. So now we're just going to set this up differently. We're just going to get rid of that. So, wondering if we're going to take out the text enhance, maybe stick that on standard, remove that, remove the red. Get some stuff happening here, maybe a little bit lighter, just a fraction lighter, and the hue will go to the centre. I think we've got that pretty much down pat. Hopefully it'll look good. Oh, that squeak, you heard that? That's a really bad sound for Konica Minolta. So, it's not good, these machines, when you've got a machine that's not that old, and it's basically not being overworked, it's being underworked, well, that's a bit shameful to Konica Minolta if the machine is making noises already. So I'm wondering where the centre of this is going to be. I think that'll be the centre. We've got some big borders around there, but that should be all right for this. Wondering if we're going to maybe warm up the hue even further. So I'm thinking the hue might need a bit more work to make it better, so we can get more colours. So we're just going to warm it up a little. Maybe wondering if we're going to drop the red or we're going to just leave it. Maybe here we can make it a bit lighter. We're going to make it in a 0. We're going to 0 it. We'll see how we go with this. See if we can make a better job of it. Okay, let's just pull that one out. That one looks interesting. You can see there's more, there's less there. There's more colour, a bit more contour to the colour. There's more colour, so I'm glad I made the hue a lot warmer, or a fraction warmer. Wondering if that's as far as we're going with that. We don't want to get too carried away with warming up the hue, but it looks a lot better now. So I'm thinking we're going to just get stuck into this. Okay, let's see how that looks. It's a very warm image, and the yellow is very yellow with a bit of orange as well. A bit of an orangey yellow colour we have in play. So we're just going to try and line these up as best as we can, even though the pages are curling a little bit, just a little. So now we're just going to take those, and we're just going to run off 2 mirror images of this. But yeah, this is a Snooty magazine, you know, for the rich people in the area. I don't read these magazines. I just use the front covers as demos, and that's it. And then they end up in the recycle. They come every Thursday. They're often at shopping centres and or elsewhere. Sometimes some places get them delivered to their unit blocks or their houses. So we don't get them in our unit block for some reason. We used to get them. I don't know why we don't get them now. But one's the North Short Times and this one is the Mosman Daily. So they're very similar, and I think they're made by the same publisher. So North Shore Times sort of covers the whole of the North Shore, whereas Mosman Daily is more closer to Mossman. So Mosman, as the rich would probably refer to it as, Mosman. That's what Mum tells me it sounds like. Mosman. Okay, enough of that. That looks interesting. Looks like we've got a bit of an overlap there. We're just going to try and straighten that up a bit. But it's a nice looking piece. It's not that bad. I think now we can call this one quits.